Hello and welcome back to SillyPointt. Today we'll be covering another team, of course, from the IPL. We have covered two already, so this will be our third team, and it is the team in Reds, Punjab Kings. Okay, so Punjab Kings played very smart this year around because they didn't retain very good players, or maybe the players didn't want to be retained with the franchise. Whatever be the reason, they had only two retention, that is Mayank Agarwal and this guy Arshdeep Singh. Arshdeep Singh was definitely a very good retention, and since he was uncapped, so for 4 crores, he's definitely one of the best bets that Punjab have played. Mayank Agarwal, if at all they see a captain in Mayank Agarwal, I think he's worth the price that they've paid him for. But if not, I think it wasn't one of the best deals they would have done. But anyway, what's gone is gone, and after that we already had the mega auctions and a very beautiful squad we have for not Kings 11 Punjab anymore, it's the Punjab Kings. uh, we might refer them as Kings maybe going forward for ease
Oh,
of
yeah,
understanding.
simply Punjab, maybe.
Punjab is even better, yeah.
Yes,
So we'll
only
refer
Punjab.
them whatever we feel like, but no offense to anyone. So yeah, these are the retentions, and going forward, they brought in Shikhar Dhawan for 8.25 crores, I believe, and that was the first purchase for the team. So Shikhar Dhawan, again being a Jat guy, and he'll be playing for Punjab, left-handed opener along with Mayank Agarwal. He will be very nice. He had a brilliant season last year around. That is, he scored two consecutive centuries, which is a very rare fate in the IPL or any T20 game for that matter, because scoring two centuries, like you only have 120 balls in the whole innings and you score 100 runs, individually. So that's very rare to see. And he did that. Happy days for him, and happy days for India. But anyway, now he's got a chance to play for the Punjab Kings, and he should be doing very well. That's what we expect from him. Number two, of course, the retained guy Mayank Agarwal. Nothing much to talk about him, but yeah, he will be the number two. And then most likely they might throw in Johnny Bairstow, if not someone else, if not Prab Simran Singh or Liam Livingstone. But okay, let's not take the names at the moment. So these two are the openers, and then maybe I think Rajat can take over and he can highlight some names. Go ahead, Rajat.
Yes. So, as you said, Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank are opening for sure. So
Hmm.
you have that right and left hand combination, and Dhawan's past performances have been explosive.
Yes.
And Mayank Agarwal I think he will take on that KL Rahul role of being an anchor throughout the innings. I
Hmm.
think so. Because he is once the power play is over, he can take those singles and then later on go for the big shots and hold one end. And after this two, I think three down would be Johnny Bristow. I mean, he would have liked to open, but Shikhar and Mayank already being there, I don't think he'll be opening. And he can bat at number three. I think within the England squad, he has batted in that top five, I think, at almost all the
All the
positions.
positions, yeah.
So, yeah, so he can bat at number three. So, and being an opener, if an early wicket goes, he can come in and, face the new ball
Hmm.
and he can counter that new ball also with his explosive batting. So that is one of the plus points. Looking at their batting, we see a very good, a player which they had already, but now they have brought it back in the
Hmm.
auction after not retaining him. That is Shah Rukh Khan. So Shah Rukh Khan has had a monstrous, the domestic season, monstrous domestic season. And along with that, in the recent Ranji Trophy, he got around 194. So yes, that guy is a finisher, is a player to look forward to. Hopefully for India also, not only the Punjab franchise, but hopefully for India also. And he has got that potential. I think this will be a make or break season for him, or you can say a season where he really grows into a cricketer.
Hmm.
Because last year he had some innings in him where he looked very good, but he could not take it ahead. Okay, he had quick fire 30, 30, 35. But this time around, I would like to see that he closes off the games
Hmm.
and bats a bit longer. So he is there. Along with that, they have got Bhanuka Rajapraksha from Sri Lanka. So he's also a good, a cheap buy, but he can do the work for them.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I think that is the top four, and you can add Liam Livingstone to it. So after spending close to 12 crores on him, they are definitely going to play Livingstone. So he gives you around 2 3 overs, and he is that big hitter which they need. Because that side, if you see, like in the top five, there is no such big hitter who can, completely a power hitter, you can say. So
Hmm.
Livingstone can come in at maybe four after Bristow, and he can take the innings ahead, and Shah Rukh Khan at five, and he finishes it off. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that is regarding the batting. I mean, we can go ahead with the all rounders then.
Sure.
Yeah.
Considering the batting, maybe I'll just highlight one more point that if we are opening with Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal, we have seen Johnny Bairstow and Josh Butler play a finisher role as well.
Yes,
So
as well. Yes, yes.
if needed, maybe we can place them down the order. This gives us a room for Prab Simran Singh to come in. Okay, and he's also
Yes.
a wicket keeper. So you have two wicket keepers in Johnny Bairstow and Prab Simran Singh in the team. And this gives you an advantage of playing one more overseas player down the order. So if you have Mayank Agarwal, Shikhar Dhawan, then one down, say either Livingston or Prab Simran Singh. Okay, so number three and four would be either of Prab Simran Singh and Livingston. Number five is your Johnny Bairstow. Number six would be Shah Rukh Khan. So you have a very good top order. But then again,
Yes.
you are not going in with an extra all rounder. You will have only five bowling options.
Five ball. No,
Yeah.
I think Livingstone will give you a few overs.
Yes, of
He
course.
can give you 2 3 overs.
Right, right, right. So
He
Livingston,
gives you 2 or 3.
yeah. So this could be a good choice for the top six, as per me, of course. Going forward to the middle order and the lower order, as you said, Shah Rukh Khan, of course, amazing player, and he would be one of the best finishers for Punjab Kings. Also, we want to see him finish matches this time, take the team over the line,
Yes.
of course, as you mentioned. And after that, we have like proper bowlers, and we have the options of all rounders. In a way, I see they have purchased a lot of all rounders this time around. One of them being Odin Smith from West Indies. He's doing very well
Yes.
recently. Even in the Caribbean Premier League, he had performed very nice. Then they have the likes of Harpreet Brar, who has played with them in the previous season. So a good player, of course, we know him. We have Rishi Dhawan. Rishi Dhawan had played with them for a couple of years, I think, and he was very good. He was very good. So Rishi Dhawan would be interesting. So if he gets a chance, wow. And then we have a lot of players which most of us might not have heard about, but all of them are all rounders again. So five or six players like that. That is Prerak Makad, Ritik Chatterjee, Baltej Dhanda, Ansh Patel, Atharva Taide, and Benny Howell. Benny Howell is an
Yes.
overseas player from England. He's an all-rounder again. So all of these players, all-rounders, might get a chance if they are not going with Prab Simran Singh. Maybe not all, of course, but one of them might find a spot for themselves. That should be the all-rounder section. But considering we have Liam Livingston already in, and Harpreet Brar should be in, of course.
Yes.
So I think we might go with only proper bowlers and not any more all rounders. What do you think on this, Rajat?
Yes, yes. I also second your point.
Hmm.
But what I like to add here is that they have got Raj Bawa. So Raj Bawa can be groomed this season because they have got Kagiso Rabada in there. So with Kagiso Rabada, he can being a being a pacer, like he can get good guidance over there. And also speaking of Rishi Dhawan, like Rishi Dhawan, I think in this season in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, he
Hmm.
was the second highest wicket taker and second leading run scorer
Whoa, I wasn't aware of this fact.
for his for his team. So it is like he has had a dream season over there.
Hmm.
So hopefully he can bring in that form into the IPL. So yes, so as you said, Livingstone is giving you already 2 or 3 overs in that top six. We can only go with bowlers, and if we do go with all rounders, those will be bowling all rounders. So
Hmm.
I'll go in with Odin Smith
Okay.
at seven. Odin Smith comes in, and as you said, Brar has to be there. And other than that, if you see, they had retained Arshdeep Singh. So
Hmm.
Arshdeep Singh will be in
Has
the
to be.
11,
Yeah.
has to be in the 11. They have purchased a really good bowler in Sandeep Sharma. So Sandeep Sharma gets into the team. He can bowl the dead overs,
Hmm.
which he did really well for Sunrisers
As well.
Hyderabad. Yes,
Absolutely.
so he's there, and obviously your number 11 will be Kagiso Rabada. There, no guessing that. So yes, so Kagiso Rabada, Sandeep Sharma, and
Arshdeep.
Arshdeep Singh. That is a good bowling attack, not that threatening on paper, but
Hmm.
they can deliver for them. They can deliver the goods.
Yes.
You may, if you look at those three, you may think like there is not much other than Rabada. There is no such pace in there.
Hmm.
Maybe 130, 130
Yeah.
around that. But Sandeep Sharma is an experienced IPL campaigner,
Hmm.
so
And he
he
has
brings in that experience.
yeah, he has the ability to swing the ball in the initial overs. So
Yes,
during the
yes.
time when this guy used to play for Sunrisers Hyderabad and Chris Gale used to play for either of Punjab or this guy RCBs,
Absolutely.
he used to take him like always two in swingers and the third one out swinger, edge and gone at the slips.
Yes,
I've
yes.
seen him do that regularly to Chris Gale and to many other batsmen for that matter. But just to highlight, the name of Chris Gale. So he can be deadly even though he doesn't have a pace.
They have brought in another spinner which we missed to mention. So that is Rahul Chahar. So he gives them the leg spinning option also. So if they want to go in with two spinners, and I think the IPL being in India, they will go in with two spinners. So Rahul Chahar somewhere makes that team. So maybe we can, for now, let's see when we make the 11 who sits out. But I'll go in with Rahul Chahar and Brar both,
Yes,
because
it
with
is absolutely.
RR and Sunrisers, we had multiple options for bowlers.
Hmm.
But here, I think it is straightforward. You can pick their five top quality bowlers who get into the 11. I would like to get your thoughts on this also, because if you look at that 11, it is a good 11, but it is centered around two or three players.
Hmm. Correct. I agree with your point. But again, the 11 is fine, but they don't have enough bench strength, I would say. They don't have enough players on the bench who can replace if there's an injury, right? So they are banking
Yeah,
on the top 11, and even in those top 11, you don't have enough experience.
true.
The experience of being a match winner that lacks in a
Yes.
way. Even Mayank Agarwal, I won't say he is a match winner. On his day, maybe one
Not
or two
yet.
things he
Not
can get.
yet.
Yeah, but you cannot rely on him. Shikhar Dhawan, a very good person. Shikhar Dhawan for sure. No, hands down.
And
But then,
Shikhar Davan wins you two or three matches.
yes, yes, he will do that for you. And
Yes.
if the team is lucky, he might give you good starts for a
Every
more
match.
10, 15 matches. Yeah, out of the whole league,
Yeah.
whatever number of matches you have.
Yes.
So yeah, he can give you good starts, but then again, match winner has to be someone who is coming lower down the order or someone in the middle order. Because if the top order fails, they are the one who need to stabilize the innings, and that has been the problem with Punjab Kings for a couple of years now.
Yes.
Middle order isn't so strong. So this time again, if see, as you said, Livingstone's batting will be tested. Last year,
Yes.
he got a few games in Rajasthan Royals. He did.
Yes. Yes. It is.
He
Yes.
he never did anything worth remembering. So people
True.
who only follow Indian cricket, that is either they follow Team India or they follow IPL, they
IPL.
won't be aware about his performances or his name. But people like someone who is following cricket every bit, they might know
Across
how
the
well he
globe.
has performed in other leagues where he has played, and he has performed.
Definitely.
No wonder. And when he does, he's crazy. He's in the skies all the time. Like he can hit the
Yes.
ball,
Yes. Yes.
just like Navjot Singh.
Proper, proper hitter.
Yeah, clean hits.
If Livingstone performs, that will be great for IPL also, because power hitters are loved in IPL.
Hmm.
Andre Russell, Kyron Pollard, Chris Gale, and the first season of Brandon McCullum. So power hitters are what you worth your money in IPL. And if Livingstone gets into groove, he can win you matches on his own. You don't need anyone else if he gets
But
into
again,
because he
I would
bats.
say, yeah, as you are
Yeah,
praising him,
you,
I would say the team is relying too much on him, and which is not right. It is
yes.
absolutely not
That is
right.
there.
Yeah.
That is right.
Even
Yes,
even if
because
we praise him, praise him all the things in this world, but he hasn't performed. That's the whole game about. He hasn't
yes,
performed in India. As simple.
he's a fresher in IPL to
Yes.
be
So
put it in
you
engineering
cannot.
terms.
It would be a pressure situation for him if fans are expecting everything, and they won't get that. But then it's
Yes,
eventually all about the on day. On day how you play, how you perform. All the big guns, if they are in the same team, it's still not guaranteed that that team will win. You had the
yes,
likes of
yes.
top four batsmen in RCBs every season. You know what the
Every
results
season,
are,
yes.
right?
But
Yes.
as you said, it is the team that wins you the matches, not the
Not just,
individual.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So definitely. So that's why I think Shah Rukh Khan also needs to come in his own this
Hmm.
season. Whatever he has done at the domestic circle, he has to translate it to IPL now. He has to,
Yeah.
because if you see that lower middle order for them, it is Liam Livingstone and him, Shah Rukh
Hmm.
Khan. They have to do the job for them. And the teams that have been successful over the years have had a really lower middle order, good middle order.
Yes.
If
So
you
one of your
see,
all-rounders, yeah, one of your all-rounders needs to perform. If you see Andre Russell,
yes,
you
yes,
see Hardik Pandya, you see Kyron Pollard, uh, anyone,
CSK was filled with all rounders.
Ravindra Jadeja, of course, why not?
Bravo.
Bravo again.
Yeah.
So all those kind of people who can change the game single-handedly, coming in at number 6 or 7, that helps a lot. But which
Yes.
is rare again. So finishers go for big money.
Yes. Right. That's why I think they are paid 11.5 for him.
Of
But
course.
let's see if he comes. Good for everyone. So I
Hmm.
think we can move. We have discussed the team. We can go
Yes.
towards I
So
think 11.
sure. No, before the 11, again, we'll go through the same process as we go every time. What would be the four overseas picks for you?
Overseas picks for me would be Johnny Bristow. He will be
Hmm.
the first one. Liam Livingstone, Odin Smith, and Kagiso Rabada.
Perfect. Uh, uh, uh,
Like
sounds
if you
yeah.
see there isn't anyone else who you can actually put on your starting 11 at first instance.
Hmm. Yes. Most likely it should be these four. Indian bowling attack, I think it's nice. They have Arshdeep Singh, they have Sandeep Sharma, they have Rahul Chahar. These three, and they have two all-rounders, that is Harpreet Brar and Rishi Dhawan.
Yes,
And Raj Bhawa,
it's a
of
good.
course.
And
Yeah.
Raj Baba, yes.
Yeah.
That's a good I think
Good Indian
bowling
core.
attack.
Yeah, bowling and all-rounders. So,
And above average bowling attack you can say. Indian
hmm,
bowling attack.
yes.
Arshdeep, yes, Sandeep, Raj Baba and Rahul Chahar. So those are four really good picks.
So, maybe time to go for the 11. You want to go first?
Open with Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will send in at three. Maybe I'll go with Johnny Besto at three.
Okay.
My pick would be Johnny Besto at three.
Mm-hmm.
Number four will be Livingston.
Mm-hmm.
Number five for me will be Shah Rukh Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And number six, I'll bank on Odin Smith's batting ability and put him at number six so that I can have five out and out bowlers now. So, of those five, I would go in with obviously with two spinners now because we have got Odin Smith at six. So I'll go ahead with two spinners that are Rahul Chahar and Brar. Those are
Mm-hmm.
my eight, and Kagiso Rabada at nine, Sandeep Sharma at 10, and they have retained this guy. Not Harpreet Brar, sorry, the
Arshdeep Singh,
fast
right?
bowler, Arshdeep Singh. So that will be my 11th bowler. So that's
Hmm.
two spinners, four pacers attack for me.
Hmm. And you also have Livingston to add to the spin.
Livingston, yes, add to the spin, yes. But
Okay.
this 11 depends on the batting ability of Odin Smith because I have put him at six.
Right.
So he has to come good with the bat.
Mm-hmm.
But I like as he has gone in for big money and he can bat. So like the top five are really good. The top five are stacked. So maybe rarely Odin Smith will be required if they are batting first. And if
Mm-hmm.
he is either required, he comes in at 18 or 19th over and he can finish off. He does big sixes. So yes, so this what because I do other than Prabhsimran Singh, I don't see any Indian batter over there, who can come in that middle order and give you good runs.
Hmm.
In that department, they are really lacking. Other than Shah Rukh Khan and Singh, there is no one else,
Right.
as you can see over there. So that's why I haven't gone in with any Indian middle order other than Shah Rukh Khan.
Hmm.
So yeah, that would be my 11. I think
Okay.
it's your turn then.
Yes. So Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal, they go for opening, hands down. One of the best pairs that they have from these squad, like this squad, of course. Um, so those two people opening. For me, one down will be Prabhsimran Singh. For me, I'm playing him so that I can utilize my overseas players in a better way.
Later. Yes.
Yeah. So I have Prabhsimran Singh at number three, and then number four it will be Lam Livingston. Number five would be my second overseas player, that's Johnny Bairstow. So till now, what we are is Shikhar Dhawan, Mayank Agarwal, Prabhsimran Singh, Livingston, Johnny Bairstow,
Best
and
of
then undoubtedly Shah Rukh Khan
at six.
at six. So we have one bowling option, that is Livingston, and five proper batsmen. Okay. And at number seven, I'll go in with Rishi Dhawan
Hmm.
for me. Uh, I'll go in at number eight with either of Harpreet Brar or Rahul Chahar, but not both.
Okay.
I'll prefer Harpreet Brar maybe because he can also give you some runs with the bat. But again, Rahul Chahar is a proper leg spinner, so a team needs one. So he has a better chance to move in. Either of Harpreet Brar or Rahul Chahar would be my number seven, right? No, number eight.
Yes.
The one at
Number
seven.
eight.
Yeah, these guys would be eight. Kagiso Rabada, no brainer. Number nine. Arshdeep Singh is in. And do I still have an overseas player left?
Yes.
I think so, yeah, because it's Johnny
Yes.
Bairstow,
Yes.
Rabada, and Livingston in. So this gives me the advantage of having Benny Howell in or Odin Smith in, who can give me 4 overs and can
Yes.
contribute with the bat.
Right. So you are going in with only one
I
out and out spinner.
one out. No, we have Livingston as well, right?
Yeah. So like he chips in with two or three overs, but
Oh, is enough.
the
I think.
major
Yeah.
yeah major spinner is Brar for in
Yes.
your 11.
Yes. Brar or Chahar,
Yeah.
whoever makes in.
Yes.
Maybe
Right.
I'll prefer Brar. Yeah, I'll prefer Brar over Rahul Chahar.
Yeah, so yeah, that is also quite a balanced level. Like you have a proper top six, like who
Yes,
will
and
give you runs.
yeah, the inclusion of Benny Howell or Odin Smith will also give you depth in your batting.
Yes, yes, he can come
That's
in
it.
at seven or eight also.
Yeah, right. You have Rishi Dhawan as well, so he gives you good quick fire runs again.
Yeah, so
So
that is they
everything, yeah.
going the
It's a
bad
win.
deep way.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, yes.
That,
So yeah, that is also a good 11. Like Rishi Dhawan will be. I haven't included him in my 11, but
Mhm.
I think moving ahead he will make that team. I don't think he will start the IPL, but
Right.
moving ahead he will make that team because I think his age is also a factor over here,
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
and
hmm.
he hasn't played much of IPL in recent past. So I don't think
Right.
he'll start in the initial games, but he will come in for sure.
Hmm.
He will come
And
in for sure.
sorry. So if I'm considering my one more position of the overseas player that is left, and if I'm not going in with
Mhm.
this guy, Benny Howell, I might go in with Bhanuka Rajapaksha and I might leave out Prab Simran Singh. So that
To
will be a
strengthen the batting.
Yes, that will be a perfect overseas middle order for me. Three players: Livingstone, Rajapaksha, and Johnny Bairstow.
Yes,
These
that can
three,
be done.
these three strengthening my middle order. Shah Rukh Khan to finish. Shah Rukh Khan and one more guy to finish. I can think of is Rishi Dhawan, maybe because
Yeah, he can bat. Yeah, he bats.
he can
He
bat.
bats. Yes.
So Rishi Dhawan, and then Harpreet Brar, Kagiso Rabada, Arshdeep Singh, and Sandeep Sharma.
Yeah, so they are actually that the strengthening of the middle order, solves
Hmm.
their major problem because they
Right.
haven't got that in the past seasons.
Yes.
So yes, I think that will be a better way to go.
Better
But
one.
that
Yeah.
also depends like how all those three overseas middle order performs. Like
Right.
I
But see,
think
if you have,
yeah.
you have all the three in, maybe at least one can anchor the innings and take
Yes,
you.
yes, yes, yes.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think if they go in with three of those in the middle order, they
Hmm.
will try out 2 3 games with them, and I think out of those three, the one who doesn't performs, they leave out.
Right. And that's a
Yes,
fair decision, I believe,
yes, yes, yes.
for the
So
team.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they have got options out there. But then again, other than this, I don't see anyone in that team.
Hmm. I agree because Raj Baba is still too young,
Too
so he
young, raw
may
talent.
may get a match. May if Rishi Dhawan isn't fit, he might get in.
And
But
even if he gets a match, we don't exactly know how he's going to perform on the with the bigger boys.
hmm. No, but if
So
we have seen a few young guns play very well. Like when Jasprit Bumrah came in, he was performing very well. Hardik
he
Pandya was
was it was
performing
there.
very well.
Yeah,
So
even I think Kamlesh Nagarkoti and that other guy,
uh,
Mavi,
Shivam
Shubham
Mavi.
Mavi, Shivam Mavi. Yeah, so they also performed.
So
But
it's not about
yeah,
uh,
it's
to
there.
take it.
But
This guy has played
you
the
don't.
World Cup, man. He has won the World Cup and he's coming from there. So it won't be very
The
difficult for him.
confidence will be sky high.
Yes, absolutely.
Confidence will be sky high, no doubt over there. Yeah, but let's see. Like this team for me, I think they will push, but I don't see them as a actual top four this season also
No.
or top half. I don't see that happening this season also. As I said previously, if one or two players have that freakish seasons, they can make that top half of the table. But yeah, it's a very
Like
at
it's
on
very
paper at least it seems very difficult for them.
right. Hard to guess, looking at the team at the moment.
Yes,
And again,
yes.
I have a one very big question: who will be leading the team? That matters a
Ah,
lot. I don't believe a lot in Mayank Agarwal, but I know
no, he.
Shikhar Dhawan has led the team. So if he gets a chance, I think that might help even better than what Mayank Agarwal might be able to contribute. But then again,
I,
as we know, it's a guessing game. Like we don't know what will
and
happen.
even their overseas picks, you don't see anyone who can captain.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes. So yes, it's either Shikhar Dhawan or Mayank Agarwal, one of the two. And Mayank, I don't like. He hasn't captained much, so we can't even rate him, right? Like how he will be as a captain. But
Hmm.
IPL is known for throwing in new captains. So you who knows he if he is the captain and he takes them like that is what Punjab was lacking for all these years.
Right.
To anything can happen, but logical choice seems to be Dhawan at this moment for me. He has captained few IPL teams previously. He has captained Sunrisers for a while,
Right.
and yes, so he is experienced campaigner. So for me, Shikhar Dhawan is the captain.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see what the team has got. For us, we have our 11 drawn now. It's going to be difficult to choose the best 11 even for the management, just like it was
Yes,
for us. Let's see when we start the IPL, eagerly waiting. And
yes.
it is we are near the end. So one specific thing
Yes,
we need to
so as always, yes, follow, subscribe, share, and like SillyPointt. Yes, for more cricketing content, stay tuned with us.